we now return to It's Supernatural.
Hello, Sid Roth here with Rick Joyner. And Rick said he had a dream from God that he classifies an emergency for the United States. Rick was in Moravian Falls, where there's an open heaven, and he had a visitation. Tell me just briefly about the dream, and more important, what it means.
Well, it was a brief dream, and in this dream, I was in a log cabin. And every room in this log cabin was a part of America. You know, all this has prophetic symbolism, but I was taken to the different geographical parts as well as different cultures and industries and places in America. And these little fires kept popping up, and the people leading me around would just go over and stomp them out, and then like not paying any attention to them, and it started really bothering me about these little fires. And finally we were going to go outside, and outside was a military base in this dream, but as we were going out, another fire, just a little one, shot up over, and I went to stomp it out. And when I got there and stomped it out, I realized that it burned through the floor and the subfloor. So I just looked down under the house to see the foundation, and you know, things happen in a dream that are not in the natural, but I could see the whole foundation, and the whole thing was on fire. It's just hot, burning coals, and this is where the little fires were popping up from. And I knew instantly.
But if you destroy the foundation, you destroy the whole house.
That's what's on fire, the foundations. And I immediately, you know, a fireman, if you ever saw something like that, you'd run for your life. And that's what I felt in the dream. And in the dream, I wanted to go just 5 steps over to the side and grab my computer, which is where everything I own is in my computer almost. So I was going to grab that. And I heard the voice of the Lord in my dream. He said, "You don't have time for that. Get your wife and get the fire hose." And I knew what he meant. And I woke up at that time, and I was sweating. I knew this house was about to explode that was America.
So it really is an emergency.
It really is an emergency. And usually in dreams and visions, your wife or bride is the church, the bride. And I know she alone has the hose, the fire hose, the water, which represents the Word of God and the truth. The only thing we can do is pour as much water as we can on the foundations.